This is Friday Night Rivals.
We are at San Joaquin Memorial High School tonight for the Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week Playoff Edition, powered by the U.S. Army. And here's our matchup: Pioneers of Mount Whitney against the Panthers of San Joaquin Memorial. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the pregame show delivered by Round Table Pizza. I'm Ralph Wood along with Vince Wesson, and let's talk a little bit about this matchup. Certainly got some guys who can put some points up.
Yeah, definitely so. It's the semifinals, and it's the 1 versus 4. The 1, of course, being San Joaquin Memorial, their high-powered offense. So many weapons. But I'll tell you what, we had Mount Whitney earlier in the year. They've got some weapons of their own, and they got a quarterback that can register some points themselves.
You have some players that you want us to keep an eye on, and we'll start with the defense because those guys are going to have their hands full on both sides.
Yeah, let's talk about the defense, and I'm going to talk about 2 guys. First, we'll go with Julian Padilla of Mount Whitney High School, and then we're going to go with Justin Hunt of San Joaquin Memorial. Why do I highlight these 2? Let's start with Padilla. They both played outstanding their first time around against the TV. We always talk about the red light special. Well, these guys showed up defensively. I was calling their name the whole night. So we'll start with Padilla on one side. We'll go to Justin Hunt on the other side. And Hunt represents not only an outstanding defensive lineman himself, but what a defensive front they have at San Joaquin Memorial. Probably one of the best ones. You combine him with Smith and Phillips, but the leader of that group is Justin Hunt.
Offensively, 2 quarterbacks who really put up numbers.
Yeah, they are the point guards. They are the trigger guys. They are the distributors, the guys that make it happen. First of all, for Mount Whitney, let's go talk about Jaden Pineda and what he's done this year. He's accounted for like 60 touchdowns, 3,000 yards passing. Tell you what a special player is. He's also going to start at outside linebacker. Can't wait to see his game tonight. And then on the other side of the ball, we got Alec Trujillo. What do you have to say? All I got to say is 10,000 yards, and we can move on. What a special player. Every time he drops back to pass, it seems like he's setting some kind of San Joaquin Memorial passing record. He's already a commit for San Jose State the next year. He's got some great weapons to work with, and trust me, he knows how to use it. Both of these guys can spin it.
Earlier this week, Vince had a chance to talk to the 2 head coaches and get their keys to this game.
Here with San Joaquin Memorial head coach Anthony Ghostin. And, Coach, keys to the game first offensively for the Panthers.
You know, we got to control the ball. Obviously, we have Alec to make plays with all of our guys, protect him, give him time, run the football. And then, defensively, Pineda is a problem. So we have to make sure we focus on him all night long.
Okay. Best of luck. Here with Mount Whitney Pioneers head coach Adam Valencia. And, Coach, keys to the game tonight for the Pioneers first offensively.
Offensively, definitely it's mistake-free football. We got to come out with a good, solid game plan and make sure that we make plays.
Okay, defensively.
Defensively, we got to slow down all the great weapons that San Joaquin Memorial brings. But most importantly, we got to stick to the game plan.
Best of luck tonight, Coach. Thanks.
Going to be fun to watch, see what develops between those 2 teams tonight. They could light up the scoreboard, that's for sure. We'll be back to kick it off right after this.
Yes.
Quarter is sponsored by Bowman and Associates Insurance Company. Protect your crops, protect your livelihood. Now let's meet the third member of our broadcast team. Kevin Miller is on the sidelines with a Wendy's Hot and Juicy Sideline Report. Kevin?
We are back. Central Valley Friday Night Rivals Playoff Edition. The Pioneers, they got to maintain some endurance and hang with the Panthers. And for the Panthers, they're keying on the quarterback, and they've got to stay focused and locked in. Speaking of focused and locked in, we're here with the real fans. Why? Because this is Friday night. Yeah, baby, let's go. The Panthers are running out. It's playoff time. It's winning time. Let's go. Ralphie Dunk, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kevin. San Joaquin Memorial won the coin toss, and we're going to see the Panthers defense first because they deferred to the second half. Memorial will kick off to Mount Whitney.
First winning season for Mount Whitney since 2011. They were down 22-7 last week versus Madera. Came back halftime, won that game 36-29, I believe.
You know, I think we expected Memorial to be here, but not so much Mount Whitney.
And Adam Valencia has told his team they are playing with house money. They have been rewarded.
Kevin Blevins is the referee for tonight's game. The umpire is Mike Illingworth. Head linesman John Delgado. Line judge Anthony Garcia. The back judge Rick Cazares.
And that's a perfect segue into being rewarded because these officials tonight, they will be rewarded next week with the Division I title game. Barring it is in a Bakersfield versus Liberty final. If there's Buchanan or Central involved, this same crew will be elevated to the D1 final. So congratulations, Kevin Blevins and his staff.
Magdalena kicks it off. Zachariza on the return. And a good return out near the 40. So our first look at Jaden Pineda, number 6.
Okay, you see there the starting lineup: Valencia, big play receiver; Reza, the running back; Joseph Garcia, an all-league type of lineman.
Pineda completes the first pass and then a big hit put on the receiver for maybe a yard gain, maybe 2 yards.
Defensively, Tobin Phillips, we talked about. Justin Hunt, we highlighted from the get-go. Jordan Smith goes sideline to sideline, pretty good player. And big game, Josh Kelly, what a two-way player he is. Not only as a receiver, but a lockdown quarter. He'll also help out in the return game.
Pineda trying to take off, dropped for virtually no gain, maybe a loss of a yard, and third and long.
And you don't know how big that trip up is right there because Pineda had green grass in front of him, and a lot like Trent Tompkins that you've seen over our telecast the last couple of years. Pineda's the same type of kid that can extend the play, turn it into a schoolyard play.
Third and 9. Pineda in trouble again. Unloads to the near side. Incomplete. It was intended for Anthony Valencia, overthrown. It'll be fourth down.
Okay, going to play. Look like a cover one. They're going to man up on everyone and have a free safety roaming there. And main thing is putting pressure on it. And I'll tell you what, you're a great defensive coordinator when your guys up front can put pressure on the quarterback without having any blitz. That leaves 8 people back there for coverage, and you can see Pineda was a little confused.
Punt was off the side of the foot and out of bounds.
It's going to be about a 13-yard punt. At best, a 13-yard punt. So not a good start there for Mount Whitney. Giving this ball over to this high-powered offense on a very, very short field.
They'll spot the ball at the 50.
Okay, Jalen McMillan every BCS school available has asked for his services. Gomez going to commit to Washington State. Leonard Glass, Iowa State commit. And, of course, Trujillo, San Jose State. And here comes Glass off and running right off the get-go.
Cuts it back, breaks a couple of tackles, picks up a first down. Sponsored by Lithia Subaru Fresno.
And I talked to Adam Valencia, and he says, you know, he remembers, believe it or not, and I'm not sure how this Pop Warner system works, but a lot of these players for San Joaquin Memorial were in the same league of these Visalia kids, so they're very familiar. Okapadilla had an outstanding game against El Diamante. Matt Martinez, probably the best linebacker, and then Mike McKernan is a do-it-all type of player for Mount Whitney.
Glass again. Picks up 3 or 4. Inside the 35 to about the 33.
Yeah, but Valencia he remembered Glass. Now, I remember Glass when he was a sophomore. We did a game, Hanford versus Madera, and he got our player of the game as only a sophomore. And later, obviously, he's transferred over here to San Joaquin Memorial. So Glass, a special player in his own right.
Glass again, about a yard short of the first down.
A decided weight advantage on that front wall for San Joaquin Memorial. And this is one of the better offensive lines you'll see in San Joaquin Memorial. Led by Hunter Chalantzov. They got Noah West at a guard. Gomez, a big-time recruit. Riley McCann knows how to push a pile, and Adam Salazar. This is one of the best offensive lines in the section. And when you got speed like that behind it, it makes it pretty easy. Way to finish the run there.
Eric Hirata, the ball carrier, picks up the first down inside the Toyota red zone.
Not a bad 1-2 punch when you go glass, 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 and then you come back with Hirata there. Okay, a little speed option there. Just outran the angle, and watch this, boom, I'll finish it here. Not a bad little setup right there. Nice little speed option.
First and 10. Hirata again pushing the pile down inside the 10-yard line.
Inside zone. He's going to have to take a seat. Helmet pops off. So, oh no, here comes back. Glass comes back in. So.
Ball is on the 10.
Good action by Hirata to start off this game.
It's Glass. Got
That's
past the
be
first
big.
tackler.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Yeah, and that's just poor tackling. I mean, he's right in front of you there. You got to make the tackle.
It's another Portisubs touchdown. We'll take another look.
Yeah. Right there, he's got him.
Anthony Mojica.
Yeah, I mean, as a coach, if you're Mount Whitney, what do you have to do? You can't go out there and tackle for him. Mojica's got to make that play. Right in front of him for the taking.
Magdalena with the extra point. That's good. Memorial strikes first. Panthers take a 7-0 lead over Mount Whitney.
And made it look easy.
We'll be right back after this. There they are, studying the game film already, or the game tape. It's interesting. We're right next to the coach's booth upstairs, and I'm looking at one of the assistants on a tablet. He's kind of watching the same thing that they're watching down there, I think. And the technology is amazing now with what you can do. Short kick. Picked up around the 20, out to the 25, maybe the 26, and then pushed back.
Ralph, want to give out a shout out to Chuck Knox. And those of you know Chuck, statistician for the Mount Whitney High football program. Chuck was involved in a car accident, and he's laid up in the hospital. I'm sure he's got a TV somewhere watching. And, you know, anytime we needed any stats or anything to go with Mount Whitney football, you know, I can always call on Chuck Knox these last couple of years. So, Chuck, we know you're there, and get well soon. We miss you, buddy. Miss you up in the booth.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, and that's what makes this so special. We get guys just feeding us information. We don't come up with its own. You got the Ron Blackwoods of Sanger. You got Bob Barnett always trying to help out our broadcasting guys like Chuck Knox just feeding us with information.
Something going on after the whistle over there. The fans are yelling about.
The second time that there's been kind of I don't want to call it a melee, but a difference in opinions, I guess, would be a good way to put it. As the ball goes over to the Mount Whitney sideline for whatever is going on.
And now a timeout called by Memorial. And head coach Anthony Ghostin is out there right in the middle of it.
Yeah, I don't like what is going on at all.
Immediately following the game, you can watch Dynasty only on the CW 59.
And if you're San Joaquin Memorial, you're trying to build a dynasty here, going back to back. Division III Valley Championships. That's the dynasty they're looking for.
And on an undefeated roll right now with that 11-0 start. Fans, you can live tweet Kevin Miller at #FNR Fresno on whom you think is the player of the game. Brought to you by Donald P. Dick. So Coach Ghostin and his staff trying to get his guys reoriented onto the goal and the task at hand here. Second down at about 6. Magana, the ball carrier. He's at the 47, the 48-yard line. Don't forget to pick up your copy of the Valley Football Guide. It's free at all Wendy's locations.
To the end of the run. Results, first down.
I think they got him with a face mask.
Well, we had a Midland tractor flag on that play.
Troy Aikman was in the way, but I think that we got him with the face mask.
So it's first down. 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno from the 48. Pineda has a receiver deep, gets it out to him. It's caught. Is he in? Touchdown.
Send it in.
John Hadley on the receiving end of that perfectly thrown touchdown pass. A Porta Subs touchdown. Let's take another look.
And Pineda couldn't have ran and handed to him. Looks it off. You see how he looked off the safety and went right and then came back the other way. And Kelly got beat bad. Like I said, they got a safety in the middle, and as you say, as Pineda dropped back, you see him look to his right to look the safety off, and then came back the other way.
The extra point is good after the 48-yard touchdown pass Pineda and Hadley.
Looking up. A little life in Mount Whitney after that one. And probably a wake-up call for San Joaquin Memorial here. Again, they're playing with house money, and you can see Adam Valencia saying, we belong here. See that? You see him look to the right there? That takes the safety away. Then he comes back the other way. Andy Kelly just got beat. That's the old PGL, Pioneer Go Long. Simple call. Excellent execution. And that's what's turned Pineda into a quarterback. Last year, I think he was more an athlete playing quarterback. This year, you can see him going through his transgressions and things like that. And just that was an excellent thrown fade route right there. Couldn't have put it any better.
Quick strike about 1 minute and 8 seconds after the Panthers got the first touchdown of the game. Pioneers haven't answered. It's 7-7.
Yeah, and as much as we've talked about Trujillo, and deservedly so, don't sleep on Pineda. This is the guy that's gonna be close to 3,500 yards by the time this year's over. Right there is respect for Jalen McMillan back deep.
Kind of a bloop.
Yeah.
Kickoff and good field position for Memorial at around the 40. Back downstairs to Kevin Miller.
San Joaquin Memorial is a school of champions. True, the football team is looking to go back-to-back for Central Section championships, but we had 5 Central Section championships for San Joaquin Memorial last year, and we'd like to know who you are and what sport you won the ship in.
I'm Meredith McDougall, and we won in girls golf.
I'm Michaela Manhente, and we won in girls basketball.
And
I'm Kyle Michelli, and I won it playing basketball. I'm Brett Carroll, and we won it playing baseball.
right, and what do you love about your team?
I love how our team works so hard together, and we all just compete every single day together.
I love how we're all sisters and we share a connection off and on the court.
Love it. What do you love about your team?
I like how we just all share this special bond with one another, and we just play for each other. Just one family.
Right on.
How much love we had, and every day we'd go out there and we compete for each other.
You can tell, and they're going for it for football. Meredith and the girls' golf team already led the way, and she got her own single title. And the girls' basketball team looking at three-peat, and we got some back-to-back action for our baseball and our basketball programs. It's living good with San Joaquin Memorial walking with the Panthers. Let's keep the conversation going at hashtag FNR Fresno. Ralph V-Dub, a few champions of our own. Back to you. You got rings?
Yeah, and let's talk about Memorial pulling off the trifecta last year. Okay, and that is in football with Coach Ghostin, in basketball with Brad Rosnowski, and then in baseball with J.D. Sells. Rarely do you see a program win it in football, basketball, and baseball like San Joaquin Memorial did. So hats off.
Riding high right now.
Yeah.
Timeout was called by Mount Whitney after a 23-yard run by the quarterback, Trujillo. A lot of weapons in that offense.
Like I said, making it look easy. And they haven't even put the ball in the air yet.
Here's the first pass. Looking deep. Has a receiver. Caught and out of bounds, short of the end zone.
And you saw that. If you look up, you saw, 8 men in the box, which means you're going to have to go one-on-one with McMillan. You're going to have to go one-on-one with Kelly. You're going to have to go one-on-one with Delana. And you don't think Tercia sees this? He's looking at the chops here.
But there's a Midland Tractor flag on the play. This one's coming back.
Ineligible downfield, number 72 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Well, not sure why the tackle or the right guard would go downfield, especially as quickly as they got out of it. It must have been checked off. It must have been an audible that he didn't pick up, which lead him to go downfield and then all of a sudden to throw on the ball because Trujillo saw one-on-one coverage, and they made it look easy there.
Maybe he was going down to celebrate.
Yeah, that's kind of weird that way. Okay, double stack.
Glass.
Spread you out.
Boy, running away from people again. Look at to the near side. Look at that gear he got into. Swept another defender aside. End zone. Is he in? Yes. Touchdown.
And doesn't it look like... And here's the highest compliment I can give Glass. You know, when you go to one of those Pop Warner games, and there's always that one kid that's just faster than everyone, and you know, it seems like he's already playing while the rest of you are just so slow in slow motion. That's what it looks like now, and we're dealing with high school seniors and juniors. Glass is making this look like a 8-year-old Pop Warner game.
That was another look at the Porter subs touchdown.
And some poor tackling. Let me throw that in. Look a little intimidated on the Mount Whitney side, because there's been a couple of just poor efforts on tackling, and I know that's not going to sit well with the Pioneer coaching staff.
Wow, with that speed, that burst that he showed, they were tackling air.
And that's what it looks like sometimes. You go to those 6-year-olds, those 8-year-old games, the 10-year-old games, where there's always that one kid that seems to be, you know, 3 years faster, 3 years ahead of everyone else.
On the defense, half the distance, replay the try.
I said these teams could line up the scoreboard. They haven't played 5 minutes yet and had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and like I said, all Memorial's just calling plays, meaning anything they call works.
Extra point good. Memorial's back in front. Panthers with a 7-point lead, 14-7 with 7:10 left in this first quarter. So it only took 28 seconds for Memorial to respond. Coming up on the Xfinity halftime report, it's the Subway Scholar Athlete. With some lucky people in the seats over there with FNR hats on. Reza takes the kickoff to the outside, across the 25. So that's where Pioneers take over again. Now trailing by 7. So Lithia Subaru of Fresno 1st and 10 from the 27 for Mount Whitney.
That little tiny sick,
Pineda with 4 receivers. He's going deep again. Pass is caught. Nice catch by McKernan. Then he absorbed the big hit. And that'll be a first down across midfield.
And the best way I can describe McKernan is...
Well, he's pretty tough right here.
It's a tough kid right there. Okay, but more versatile than a Swiss Army knife. And like I said, this guy's playing running back. He'll play on the defensive side of the ball. We had him earlier in the year. He threw an option pass. Just a good football player. And guys like that with McKernan, you can win a lot of football games. And you notice how Padilla found him out and wasn't afraid to throw it into coverage, knowing that McKernan was fearless. And you know, offense isn't going to be the problem for Mount Whitney. It's going to be on the defense side of the ball. Can they slow that train down? Yeah, they're doing it well.
A couple of tackles. It's inside the 35.
Doing some good things. And pretty effective against what I call one of the better defensive fronts in the section.
So Lithia Subaru of Fresno 1st and 10.
Yeah, and they're just, you know, I haven't called the name of Phillips. I haven't called the name of Smith. I haven't called the name of Hunt. In our last telecast against Bullard, I called them every play.
Pineda flushed out of the pocket, comes to the near side, unloads, a little low, incomplete. McKernan, the intended receiver. Second and 10 from the 34. Pineda looking deep, has the pass in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That's McKernan. It'll be 3rd and 10.
And good job by Kelly coming in to break it up. It's a pretty accurate throw there. Stepping in, see the dig route over the linebacker in between the safety, just a little behind him. And an athletic guy like Kelly is able to come in and break the play. He's got to get that on the front side there. A lot of jabber going on. A lot of talk going on. I don't like that at all. I think it started with Glass and it's continuing with Kelly. Just play football.
Well, Pineda's going to take off.
Yeah, he'll play football.
Spins forward. And he's going to have another first down. And I think that was only maybe a 3-man rush on that play. It was.
Going to drop 8. And you better be able to come off coverage. There's no linebacker in sight there. Way too deep.
1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Magana, the ball carrier, and nothing there.
Yeah, just too many. They beat him on chalk with that one. Just too many X's for the O's to block. You could see them coming. They brought 2 and 3 people. They brought a safety. They brought a linebacker. You just can't block. You can't block 7 with 5. That's just good chalk by the Memorial defensive coaching staff.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Magana again to keep it on the ground. And it'll be 3rd and long for the Pioneers.
Big down here. And I would think it's 2-down territory if you're Mount Whitney High School. Field goals aren't going to help you tonight. Not only that, you are in no rush. Perhaps the best defense you can have is an offense that keeps it away from Memorial's offense. Keep your offense on the field.
3rd and 7. Pineda throwing to the end zone and overthrowing the intended receiver, Reza. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
And Pineda got greedy with that one. Okay, they had a simple combination route on the left side. Remember, he only needed about 6-7 yards for the first down. Had a combination where a guy ran it in and there was a flat right wide open. Remember, all they needed was 5 and 6 yards.
They bring out place kicker Jason Garcia, senior.
I don't like this because, like I said,
this will be a 34-yard attempt.
Yeah. The pot is too big tonight.
Low snap, and it was blocked.
Didn't like the decision at all. I thought it was 2-down territory on 3rd down. If they wanted to run the ball on 3rd down, that would have been fine. Okay, but like I said, I thought Pineda got a little greedy going for the end zone, and just got to know what you're up against here. Now Memorial gets the football back. Did Hunt block it? One guy. Boy, he really, you talk about showing up last game. Justin Hunt, boy, he showed up and showed out. He was something, just a man. Yeah, he did block it.
Got it on the forearm, he's telling me.
How easy was that? No, he's just showing off his pipes.
Trujillo. That pass is complete. Kelly loses the ball, picks it back up, and keeps on going across the 35 and taken down there.
Gets a reception, gets a fumble recovery, and gets a first down. The trifecta by Josh Kelly.
Go. I like that. Yeah. He did it all.
And you talk about a guy going through his progression there. There's Trujillo. Watch him look. He looked well. Okay, he tried to go flat right, and then he came back. There's the fumble. Clean fumble, and picks it back up and back to work. Back to business.
Just the way you draw it up.
Yeah. Boy, this guy's drawing it up.
This is Eric Harada again.
Here's a compliment for Harada. I couldn't tell if it was Harada or Glass. So trust me, that is a compliment, Mr. Harada. And here we go again. Whatever is going on in that Mount Whitney sideline has got to stop. That flank official's got to get involved here. The White Hat's got to get involved because there's something just happens every time a player goes on the sidelines there. And I'm not faulting Mount Whitney. I'm not faulting San Joaquin Memorial, but there needs to be some intervention by these officials here because there's just too much talk going on or something over there. Something ain't right, Ralph.
The run resulted in a Lithia Subaru of Fresno 1st and 10. Trujillo spins to the near side, looking for someone downfield. Going to take it off and run out of bounds short of midfield.
A lot more athletic than people give him credit for. He can run a little. See offensive coordinator Colby Hunter. What a job he's done with this high-fired offense. And I give him the Phil Jackson Award, meaning back when Phil Jackson was with the Lakers, yeah, he had the best talent, but, you know, coaching talent's not that easy. And I think Colby Hunter's done a great job of coaching talent and keeping everybody involved and using all the luxury of weapons that he has.
2nd and 6. Harada inside the 45 of Mount Whitney, and that's going to be good for another first down, 1st and 10. Sponsored by Lithia Subaru Fresno.
Yeah, I could think about 25 schools that wouldn't mind having Harada as their starting tailback. Showing up a little. I see you 2-1.
Well, he had a big run to convert on the first touchdown drive. Trujillo lets it go. Incomplete.
Again, caught him in a blitz. Got man coverage back there. This time the free safety was over the top. Delana, who showed up big time our first game, I think he was our player of the game, if I recall.
That's what I was just going to ask you about. We hadn't seen Delana really much at all tonight, and he was a real factor the last time we had the Panthers on air.
Oh, as a kicker and a receiver, he had a big-time game. And, of course, related to all the Delanas that have played here, there should be a Delana Hall somewhere on this campus. Couldn't go through all the lineage of the different Delanas and how they fit into the San Joaquin Memorial program.
Harada cuts it back, breaks into the secondary and into the open. Turns on the speed to the far side and is run out of bounds short of the goal line. But a big run by Eric Harada, who's had 2 or 3 of those tonight.
Oh, in baseball, you call it a fight at the bat rack. You know, everybody wants to get in. Let me hit. Let me hit. Let me hit. Well, here you call it a fight at the play caller's rack, I guess. Everybody's next to the offensive coordinator tonight. Give me the rock.
1st and goal. Glass. How about the sidestep move that he used?
Oh, he's a special.
In the middle of traffic.
There's no doubt about it. Well, like I said, he's committed to Iowa State, but I just have a feeling come February, signing date, the price of poker is going to get real expensive. A lot of missed tackles. A lot of missed tackles by Mount Whitney, too. Overrunning the play and not used to seeing this type of athlete.
Glass again pulls his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
You know, no disrespect against the El Diamantes and Redwoods of the world, but, you know, this is a different level of talent.
Another look at the Porta Subs touchdown.
Who's that? Noah West, I believe, just pushing the pile back. When you see offensive linemen pushing people into the end zone, you got some good puts. That was Hunter Chalamsa leading the way through. Now, this offensive line is coached by Mike Chalamsa, graduate of San Joaquin Memorial, who went on, and I played with him at Fresno State. So you're getting top-notch coaching on that front wall. Combined with all these athletes, you can see why it's 21-7. And let's go back to Mount Whitney on 3rd and about 7. You know, I thought it was 2 down territories. The field goal did them no good, and then bam, just like that.
All 3 touchdowns for Memorial tonight scored by Leonard Glass. 21-7, just under a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. And Memorial getting ready to kick it off to Mount Whitney.
And Ralph, we want to give a shout out to the Pondexter family. If those of you haven't heard, Sam Pondexter passed away today. Sam was the brother, of course, of Roscoe and Cliff Pondexter, an all-league type of performer here in all-metro and football and both basketball. He's the uncle of Quincy Pondexter, and we just want to give a shout out to the Pondexter family that Sam Pondexter will be missed. I know the Memorial family said they had a moment of silence for him, and we want to pass that along.
Another short kick. Returned down across the 30-35. They're getting over there near that bench where there's so much activity after plays.
The extracurricular activity side of the field.
The trouble zone.
Yeah, and see, and I like what you see Kevin Blevins and the rest of his staff over there all of a sudden. Now, all of a sudden, we got a back judge swooping over there. We've got the white hat swooping over there. So they've figured out what's going on here. Something ain't right. There's my guy, Adam Valencia, and thanks to him and all his work this week and what he's done, him and Anthony Ghostin leave us with everything. Of course, Valencia. Adams, a 1989 graduate of COS, played at Wayne State. Was coached by Dennis Wagner, former Fresno State offensive lineman there. This is his first year. He was the freshman coach for all these guys when they put together like Madden-type numbers when they went undefeated, all this crew as freshmen. So now he inherits a job left by Marty Martin, and it's brought him to the semifinals of Division III.
Passes knocked down, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Pioneers.
And that's Big Tobin Phillips. That's understanding. Now, there's Big Tobe. Okay? And that's all about 6'3" there. And I'll tell you what, I saw Jaden Pineda yesterday, and he's listed at 5'6". Trust me, I could take him down low on the block playing basketball. And it's not like I'm 6'8".
Pass downfield intended for Valencia is incomplete, overthrown.
Overthrown, but Pineda's got to give him an effort to go get it. I mean, that's all of 6'5" there. There's grown man football right there in number 3. Look how long and lanky he is. He's a 19-point scorer in basketball, and you just can't throw it incomplete. You got to throw it where he can go up and moss it. You know, and by throwing it incomplete like that, it's too tough. You got to give him an effort where he can out-leap and go up and get the guy, get the thing.
They'll go for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
Rolling to the near side. Pass complete.
Excellent there. Nice throw on the run there.
Hadley with the catch.
Yeah.
1st down.
See, they go back because there's a distinct size advantage with Valencia. You just got to keep it up in the air where he can go get it.
Oh, how about going for it there on 4th down like that?
Yeah, I thought they should have went for it last series, too.
Yeah, but they were deep in their own territory.
You just can't keep kicking field goals. That's like bringing a squirt gun to a knife fight, you know. And here they come
blitz,
after him.
And he's going to be hit and dropped.
Brought the house. They brought everybody. They brought a linebacker. They brought a safety. They brought a corner. They brought a cheerleader. The lunch lady, the snack bar attendant. They brought a house. Everybody in San Joaquin Memorial history came with that one. See that? Just nothing he can do.
Jordan Smith, Justin Hunt.
Yep. You know, when you
Tobin
bring
Phillips.
all three levels of football with a safety, a lineman, a linebacker, you got a pretty good blitz going there. Nothing Pineda can do. Couldn't pull Houdini on that one.
And time runs out on the first quarter before they can get off a play. 21-7, Memorial leads Mount Whitney. First quarter is brought to you by Bowman and Associates Insurance Company. Protect your crops, protect your livelihood. We'll be right back after this. Tonight's second quarter is brought to you by Hendricks Chevrolet. Find new roads. Memorial with the 21-7 lead here as we start the second quarter. Now Whitney has the football. 2nd and 15 from the 45. Pineda fires toward the sideline. Reza makes the catch. And he's immediately out of bounds at about the 46 of the Panthers.
And I think that's the combination route I thought I saw earlier.
Pineda to Reza.
Well, it was open last time. Like I said, I thought it's just a simple guy on the outside runs it in, guy on the inside runs it out. Appears to be wide open.
There's a reverse. And that's Reza, the ball carrier, has another first down.
He's pretty shifty, huh? He's got some wiggles. There we go. Right there.
There might have been a piece of jersey grab there.
Got a little bit of Phillips' jersey there. I like the no call.
1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru Fresno. Here comes a blitz, and they run right into it. Magina gets down to the 35. Stacked up after a gain of about 2. You know, all the wildfires in Northern California and Southern California having an effect all over the entire state.
A lot of games canceled.
You can see this is what it looks like here. The games were canceled all over. They obviously were watching the levels here for all the games. As Pineda goes deep as a receiver. Wide open, it's Hadley again. His second touchdown catch of the night.
Pineda to Hadley. And it looked like with Pineda pumping, our camera work didn't get it. I think it was a double move.
Here's another look at the Porter Sims touchdown.
We'll see it here. This is a blown coverage, I
Bennett
guess.
might have fallen down.
Yeah. But Hadley knows what to do with it. That's number 2 for 2.
You got it.
Yeah. Got to go switch to jersey number 3 and get another one. I see you, Mr. Hadley.
Yeah. The guy wearing number 6 might need to throw 6 tonight.
The incredible Mr. Hadley.
The extra point is up and good.
Sending it in.
So the Pioneers bounce back, get within 7. It's 21-14 Memorial. We'll be back after this timeout.
It's a Big 12 high school football game.
everybody. San Joaquin Memorial with a 21-14 lead over Mount Whitney in this semifinal playoff game. Pioneers set to kick off to the Panthers after the touchdown. Yeah, it's a jacket and blanket night tonight. Jason Garcia, the senior kicker. Oh, a low-line drive is taken on a line by one of the up men. That was a very heads-up play. And coming out of there with the football is Vincent Rangel.
Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, great field position.
Well, they want to stay away from Kelly back deep and McMillan back deep. But, I mean, now look at it. the ball's on the other side of the 50. So.
Yep, starting inside the 47. Salute to Services, sponsored by MD Manuel Insurance. Wanting to thank all of our servicemen and women for the freedom they earn for us each and every day. Trujillo slings it on first down. It's caught. Magdaleno on the reception, picked up about 5.
Trying to find a hole in between the linebacker and doesn't go out towards the corner, just tries to sit in between both. Simple pitch and catch. Recognition of the zone.
The yard marker across the field has it at 4th down. That's not right. Trujillo gets away, but not that time. Wrapping him up and taking him down, Jaden Gadusik.
Well, I think it was Martinez that came on the blitz. Didn't make it, but started the havoc, and Gadusik finished it off. That's what they're going to have to do, try and get after to Trujillo like that.
Lost back to the 46. Now it's 3rd down, 3rd and 10.
Jaden Gadusik.
Screen. Glass is taken down. That may be a horse collar, and here come the flags. Midland tractor flag on the play. Not one, but a couple.
Yeah. That's on Pineda, too.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, number 6 on the defense, 15 yards from the end of the run, 1st down.
So first you had the short kickoff, and now here's a replay of the penalty. Pineda, your starting quarterback is also your leading tackler. How many times do you see that?
Yeah. And you talk about postseason awards. Talk about this guy being MVP of everything.
Trujillo has time, has his receiver wide open. Caught, touchdown. TJ Hall, a freshman.
There is the freshman. I'm going to brag about this kid a little. And just right down the seam. And I've heard good things about him. Got to meet his dad right down the middle. And you see the safety go the other way, and just a pitch and catch. Now, Ralph, this is a true story. I am at GB3 Sunday morning working out. And I see it's his young man, TJ Hall, and his dad getting after it. I mean, they're doing the ropes and everything, that old school workout. And he comes over and introduces himself to me. And Dad says, you know, he plays behind McMillan and plays behind Kelly, but I'm going to hear about T.J. Hall. And I'll tell you what, there will be a reunion coming up this Sunday because I know Dad and him are working hard trying to – you got to get some meat and potatoes on him. But this is the future right here of San Joaquin Memorial, T.J. Hall. Only a freshman. Only a freshman. Big-time effort there.
All right, let's go down to Kevin for a Wendy's hot and juicy sideline report.
I am here with the Mount Whitney Pioneers. Yeah. And seeing as it's almost Thanksgiving, hey, why are you thankful to be a Pioneer?
Because win or lose, we're a Pioneer till we die.
Yeah, Pioneers. And why are you thankful to be a Pioneer?
I'm thankful to be a Pioneer because throughout this whole football season, the community has showed us nothing but love and support.
Oh, much love. Hey, they're believers. And can we try this? M-Dub.
You know.
M-Dub.
You know.
M-Dub.
You know.
M-Dub.
You know.
B-Dub. That's what I thought, B-Dub. We got you, baby. Rob, B-Dub, back to you. M-Dub.
You know.
M-Dub.
You know.
M-Dub.
You know.
B-Dub. Oh, we'll get it, B-Dub. We'll get it. Back to you guys. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, let's go, Pioneers.
Thank you, Kevin. Got a Mount Whitney player injured on this play. Intended to back at the 15. That's Reza.
Yeah. Good football player, Reza. Last couple of years, got to call his name out. Real good football player. And how about my guy T.J. Hall, the freshman? Finding the seam for the touchdown from senior to freshman.
Fans, you can live tweet Kevin Miller at hashtag FNR Fresno and vote for your player of the game. Brought to you by Donald P. Dick.
Oh, Pineda's going to have to pull some magic out of his hat now. Now, Pineda, like I said, he's counted for like over 60 touchdowns. He runs the football, and of course he throws the football. But he's going to break a lot of records set by Robert Doherty and Tanner Mendonca. And, of course,
personal foul on the kicking team, number 8. 15 yards to the end of the run. First down.
Oh, they called a personal foul. We missed it. I get a shout out to Chris Mendonca. Pride of Mount Whitney, one of the better quarterbacks to come out of there. Pineda's going to break a lot of records held by the Mendoncas and Robert Doherty. That speaks volumes right there. Let's see, A.B. Adam Valencia. Having fun with this year. I'll guarantee you that.
Hadley makes the catch, but stacked up for virtually no gain.
Rangel.
Vincent Rangel again, yes. They'll give him 1 yard, so it's 2nd and 9.
And now the time is when you need to see some adjustments by the defense. You've seen what Pineda can bring to the table. You've seen what Trujillo can bring to the table. What are you going to do differently? Because they're getting themselves in a rhythm where this could be a very long night.
Valencia with the catch, out of bounds at midfield. Third and about 4.
I think it's McKernan time. Somehow, some way, get him involved in this offense.
It's Magana. Pushes the pile forward. Going to be very close to that first down marker.
I think he's got it, Ralph. Good forward push at the end.
And they're going to call for a measurement. And he does have the first down.
I called that one.
Oh, yeah? Well, how'd you call the, was it the Fresno State, Boise State? first down? You see that one?
I came in late on that one.
Yeah, that looked very much like it was not. It was not a first down.
See how we got a great view of that center field logo there. I'm going to get back to that in a second.
Pineda reversing his field. Now he has some room to run, but he's going to throw as he gets hit. Has a guy wide open. It's McKernan.
Believe this.
Touchdown.
Yep. That, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, is Jaden Pineda. Just turned it into a schoolyard game. That simple. Turned it into a schoolyard game.
Another look at the Portisubs touchdown.
Yep. Wide open. McKernan, okay. It's not the first time they did scramble drill. Just wide open. And that's what happens. You don't get him.
On Memorial. There's no penalty to that. Result of the play, touchdown.
There's a couple things. If you're not on a second, you cannot lose contain. And Memorial didn't do either. They lost contain. They allowed Pineda to just go free and just turned it into a street yard. Schoolyard.
52 yards on that scrambling touchdown pass from Pineda to McKernan. And Mount Whitney's right back in the game. Amazing the way he looked like he was going to run.
Yeah, you know, and if you're Mount Whitney with your mindset, I think they were a little intimidated at first. But trust me, they came down here to win. They didn't just come down here to play close. And you can see it was indicative going for it a couple times on fourth down.
Well, the Pioneers should be playing with some confidence. They've won 5 in a row. But they're going up against a team that hasn't lost yet this year. As they get ready to kick it off, I can tell you to be on the lookout for the Valley Football Guide, #1 source for local high school football, Fresno State, the NFL. You can pick up your free copy at participating Wendy's locations. Garcia with the low bouncing kick, taking that to about the 36. And then shoved out of bounds. That's Will Jacobs. And I got a scuffle right in front of us now. Oh, there's some, maybe it's like someone might have thrown a punch in there.
Well, I thought they lost it early. Now it's tough to gain control. I thought there was some, just way too much talking going on early.
Yeah, and it's going to be 15 yards against the Pioneers.
4. Dead ball. Personal foul. Laying it out of bounds. Number 4 on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Here's another look at the scuffle.
There's a short kick, which is decided to kick away. Now,
there's a late hit right there as 4 comes flying in. There's a flag.
That's ridiculous there.
But then back away from this as we keep rolling.
Right. And
there's some shoving.
This is where the Memorial coaching staff, I thought you said ghosted in there. They've got to be smarter than that.
Julian Padilla with a big takedown.
You know, I mean, prove how tough you are on the field, in between the lines with whistles blowing. All this fake tough guy stuff, when it happens on the sideline, that does nothing for me. In the spirit of sportsmanship and competitiveness, this is doing nothing for me.
And a lot of time it fires up the opponent.
It's kind of an ugly game to call, too, Ralph.
Yeah.
This is not fun to call.
Trujillo going to go for it all. Throws down the field. Pass is complete and out of bounds.
Catch that? Wow.
Kelly with the catch.
What a catch. There wasn't much room there for anything. Good coverage.
Dropped the pass right in there.
You know, it's funny. I'm at practice yesterday, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm talking to Ghostin as they're going through everything, and all of a sudden, I forgot what question I asked him.
Now Glass looking for his 4th touchdown.
Yeah. Ralph, I'm just talking to Ghostin, and then we're talking, and I just look up, and I said, I cannot believe how accurate Trujillo is, because he's just hitting people, and you know, it's just like if he says hit you in the eye, he'll probably say which eye, you know. That's how accurate this kid is. And that pass was indicative there, just perfectly thrown, and that was pretty good coverage.
Trujillo going to keep it, cut it inside, touchdown.
Why not?
Here's another look at the Porter Subs touchdown.
Okay, you seen glass. And now we're just going to pull a little zone read action there. Didn't need much. Send it in. I see you, AT.
Tell you, if I'm out there on defense, I'm going after number 3 too.
Yeah, why not?
Glass has scored
different times.
3 touchdowns already. Delana for the extra point. And it's good. So Trujillo starting to heat it up now. His second, he has his touchdown pass before this, and a touchdown run. And the lead is back to 14. Here's a reminder, immediately following this game, you can watch Dynasty only on the CW 59. Panthers to kick off, leading by 14. Resna bobbles it, picks it up at the 5, the 10, out across the 15 to about the 17. Here's a look at the Smile Cam, sponsored by Toyota. Fun to be on TV, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Just like us. Smile, Vince. We're on the Smile Cam.
Trying to keep up with all these points.
Tobin Phillips blocked that pass. Second and 10.
Tobin Phillips, transfer from Clovis North. He was only eligible game 5, and you combine him with Smith and Hunt. This is a pretty good front 3 there.
Tobin Phillips, a junior, 6'4", 275.
Oh, don't think I haven't forwarded his name to a couple college coaches.
Hunt got a hold of the ankle, I think, of Magana and tripped him up. That's a pretty good play.
All 3 of them they're very athletic for big people. Very athletic, and they got a little nastiness to them, too. That's what I like about that defensive front.
Well, this is an offense that has given them some challenges with some guys running alone in the secondary.
Yeah.
Maybe some of that has to do with the quarterback scrambling the way he does.
Well, and I'll be honest, Ralph. The wheel route, they had it covered.
He got away from 2, but then he falls and he's down. Phillips, again, I think, was in there.
Yeah, and I think what Memorial's up against with a lot of people, nobody knows how to throw. Okay? And you see Central earlier on in a scrimmage had a field day with them and things like that, but nobody really knows how to throw the football and get it downfield. And I think they're facing a team with Pineda and a bunch of receivers that know how to get it, and they spread you out and do some things. They do some good things. But, Clovis High throws the football. Oh, the terrible kick. Oh, my goodness. And that's a territory kick where you're trying to keep it away from the return game, but you're just getting yourself in some deep, deep holes.
That's surprising because during pregame I was watching Quentin Rodriguez punt, and his coach was standing right down inside the 5, about the 2.5, 3 yard line, and pointing right there, and he was putting those kicks there.
Yeah, you've seen it on kickoffs that they don't want to kick deep to McMillan or Kelly or any of the return guys. They're very cognizant of the return people for Memorial. Same thing on the punt. They don't want to kick deep, but that was sideline. It just did not execute it.
So inside the 20 is where this drive starts. And going straight for the end zone is Trujillo, incomplete.
Going for the juggler.
Delana, the intended receiver.
Yeah,
2nd and 10.
Had a little wheel route going on it. Cleared out with the post and then shooting up the sideline with Delana. Adam Valencia keeping this guys involved there.
Glass loses the football, and it's going back the other way, and then it's fumbled again. Now Mount Whitney has it. Can the Pioneers keep it? They do. Oh, my, what a wacky play that was.
Events, just like that. Penthouse, outhouse, penthouse.
I think Jacob Torres, number 44, was the guy who eventually came out of there with it. But at first, it was Gadusik.
And just not
right there, says, let's go. And then he
was on his way to the house, and then ball security there. And then Torres just eat it up. There we go. Gobble that up like Thanksgiving in a couple days.
So now new life for the Pioneers.
Right. They've been down 3 touchdowns. That's tough to overcome. Was that Whitfield? I believe that's Whitfield. Jalen Whitfield got the recovery.
About 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pineda completes to McKernan across the 45. And there we go again. Looks like get him away from there. And there's the flag.
Yeah.
The Midland Tractor penalty flag.
Yeah. And I guess the only 2 people I could fault, Ralph, the only 2 people I could fault right now are Adam Valencia and Anthony Ghostin. And we had such a good time this week in the mutual respect for each other in San Joaquin Memorial and Mount Whitney. But like I said, this is not fun to call.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 8 on the defense, 15 yards from the end of the run.
And me and you, and I've expressed my concerns about this and not enjoying this. You know who really doesn't like calling this? And that's the white hat, Kevin Blevins. Trying to figure out who pushed who first, who said this to who this said. You want to sit there and you want to say, is it a hold? Are they offside? You want to do football things out there. And all this jabbering and pushing and my pop's bigger than your pop type setup. That's not fun to call. What a catch.
That was an incredible catch.
Yeah. AB.
Valencia went up and got it on the fingertips.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure he could keep possession of it all the way down.
And remember, in the first half, it didn't give a chance for him to go moss it. There, he gave him an opportunity to go up and get it. Before, he just threw it incomplete and out of bounds. This time, he kept it in bounds where Valencia could use his 6'4", 6'5" frame and go up there and moss it. Got to give him a chance to go up and get that rebound. Here they come.
Blitz.
Yep, here they come.
Valencia looking like Fran Tarkenton running away from all that pressure.
Got him.
Corner of the end zone, incomplete.
Yeah.
Threw it up there for Valencia. It'll be second down.
A little too tall on that one. And you got to expect them coming. It seems like inside the 10-yard line, they're just bringing the house. So some swing passes or a wide receiver jailbreak screen, things like that, to counteract all these blitzes coming. Because there's just no way you can pick it up. Okay. Again, you can't block 7 with 5. What do you got drawn up? They're coming again. Here they come, both of them. There it is.
Pineda gets it away. Valencia stops short of the goal line. Be it about the 1 or 2 yard line.
And this is where you need fire. You should be on the line. You should already have a run play called. Just a little hitch, anticipating the blitz. Okay, that's a side adjustment. Excellent side adjustment by Pineda and Valencia, knowing they're blitzing. I'm just going to run a little hitch route.
Good concentration by Valencia to make that catch and hang on when he got hit.
And to tell you the truth, Pineda should have had it at his outside shoulder. He threw it to the inside, which is kind of dangerous.
Third and goal. Pineda's going to be dropped.
Don't like the call there.
For a sack. Matt Alvarez on the tackle.
Yeah. All you needed was a yard and a half. Number one, you're in shotgun. Now I'm going to turn into the old man on the porch. You needed a yard and a half, 2 yards. You had to swing there. But, yeah, I don't know. So, sometimes this spread can be your Achilles heel. Sometimes you just got to get a fullback. You got to get toe-to-toe, tight splits. You got to get underneath the center. And, this is still a game about gladiators and busting up the other team's will. And then just go straight ahead.
Here's a look at what else is going on around the valley. Bakersfield leading at Central by a touchdown in the third quarter. Liberty up by a point at Buchanan in the third.
Very, very interesting. Remember that?
Central has been from Laugh-In. Central has been a juggernaut.
Very, very interesting. Okay, got to come up with something, and I would guess jump ball to Valencia. That's about your best bet here. And you got to throw it where it stays in bounds.
Well, the best bet has been Pineda just running around for his life back there until someone comes open.
Not a lot of room to run when you're this far down. I would say your best bet is to find number 3. And if you're smart, you've got Josh Kelly on him one-on-one.
Valencia's at the top of the screen. Pineda didn't even look at him. Went to the near side. Delana on the defense.
Did he get it?
They're going to say. They're going to say no, they're not going to say he intercepted, did they?
I thought he picked it off.
Yeah, I guess they're going to spot it down inside the 5.
I would have found number 3. Got to find the big guy on that one.
Didn't even look that way.
He didn't look at the top of the screen. He's wide open. Look at Valencia right there, wide open. Just throw it to the outside there. And he picked it. Delana getting in there.
Well, a touchdown there would have been huge for Mount Whitney. Would have made it a 7-point game when they were looking at a 21-point deficit before the turnover.
I think they're going to get kicking themselves on that one. You got to find the big guy on that one.
Stacked up on the running play, maybe lost a yard. It's the only time I've seen him stop Hirata tonight. And he's going to hobble off.
Uh-oh. I don't know. Here comes the glass.
Official's going to take a timeout to get the injured player off. Stay tuned for the Xfinity halftime report featuring the Chevron Education. That's Hirata. Looked kind of like it might have been a cramp. He was trying to stretch out that calf.
Well, here we go. And this is almost as dangerous as Memorial getting the ball at the 50-yard line. And when they're this far deep and you got McMillan and a couple of those other Blazers, ooh, all that green grass behind you, it gets good. It turns into a par 5, but you got some guys that are big, heavy hitters.
So Trujillo can let it fly.
Yeah.
And he
they're
will.
not scared.
Wings it downfield off the fingertips and incomplete.
I tell you. Again, it's a par 5, but you got some guys that can launch it.
Eddie Saldivar, the intended receiver. He's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore. You got Hall that's a freshman. Lord knows who else might transfer in next year. This program's here to stay.
3rd down. Keep it on the ground, and they're going to get the first down. Glass gets it done out across the 10, close to the 15. Check that. That's not Glass. That's H.R. Butler.
Yeah. Butler
snuck him into the game.
Yeah. Line of Butlers.
Yeah, Butler got him out of the shadow of the goal line and out for a first down. So
the Butler did it, Ralph.
The drive continues. That's right. And he's going to deserve some more carries after that. But the ball comes out.
Fumble.
Well, it came out there in the possession of the Panthers.
It's a big
Connor Gomez had the football, so they'll keep it. Inside the 14. Trujillo fires a pass to a wide open receiver. Delana has it out across the 30. That'll be another 1st and 10. Sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Spotted at the 33.
Pitch and catch. That simple.
We're seeing guys wide open on both sides.
Well, that front wall is tired.
Another
same thing.
Line drive over the middle. Delana.
Just clearing it out and letting Delana run a dig route.
Yeah, we talked about how quiet he had been, and now he's making his presence felt. Trujillo in a groove with Delana now.
Yeah, they're
across midfield.
They are an item, aren't they? They're past the flirting stage. They are a couple.
And Memorial's going to call timeout. With 34 seconds left, Panthers think they can find the end zone in the last half minute.
And this is where if you're Mount Whitney, you almost got to mix it up and start blitzing. You know, I'm not even sure who Alec Trujillo is taking to the winter formal, but he could see if his tux fits right now because he hasn't been touched. You know, and you got to get some pressure on him somehow, some way. And if that calls for guys going one-on-one in the secondary and having to guard them against streaks, then that's what it is. But the zone stuff, he's just eating you alive. So
you got him trying on cummerbunds and bow ties back there?
You know, and he can go practice pinning up the corsage and everything else. He has not been touched. And part of it is that is a very stout offensive line.
And an exceptional quarterback. He's working with an empty backfield now, so he's throwing again. Intended for Glass. There was some kind of a mix-up there.
confusion between the receiver and that Hall.
You know, the pass was intended for Glass.
Yeah, and Hall and Glass got their routes mixed up.
Trujillo with a strike. McMillan dragged down just short of the 30. Panthers will hurry up to the line.
Plenty of time.
And a timeout called by the Panthers. 24 seconds left.
Okay, take a look at the middle of the field, that M, the cross in it there. Okay, good, good. Want to say thank you to Dino Janito. If that Janito name sounds familiar, I know a lot of people in Clovis, a lot of people with San Joaquin Memorial ties. Big Sal Janito and the Janito family. Well, Dino painted this, and you can see his logo 120. And what it is he started a prayer group that's just taken off on like wildfire. So those of you with faith and the belief, you might want to join on and get on that website, the 120 website, sponsored by Dino Janito. Did a great job painting the M there and what he stands for. San Joaquin Memorial. Got to give a shout out to my guy John Janito, who I've known since the Tarpey days, along with Mike, Sal, and the rest of the Janito clan. And I might stop by at Thanksgiving. No promises, but there could be a special visitor.
You know, Dino for many years painted the field at Bulldog Stadium.
Yeah.
It was natural grass. He put that Bulldog out of the 50-yard line.
And Mike's done some art. It's just one of the most artistic families you'll ever be around. And speaking of artistic, Alex Trujillo is painting a Picasso tonight.
Quick pass to Kelly, out of bounds to stop the clock.
So once again, thanks to Dino Janito and all his contributions for San Joaquin Memorial. My brother.
He came up and saw you in the press box.
Yeah, got his cute little daughter with him. And of course, we exchanged the Janito love. I grew up with the Janito family. Everybody knows I was part of them.
Midland tractor flag on the play.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 4 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Trujillo's pass is complete. Kelly gets out of bounds.
That is poor execution by Mel. You got to keep him in bounds.
I mean,
this is bad here. Know what's going on, game management. There is no way Hadley and him should let him get out of bounds. They have got to keep him in bounds and make them blow timeouts if they had any left. They didn't have any left. Man, that is poor execution there. Allowing Kelly to get out of bounds.
3 receivers to the left.
Again, nobody's touching him.
Pass is complete. Now he's got to head out of bounds.
Again.
And does get out with 3 seconds left.
Know what's going on. You've got to work on this stuff. You can't let the guy get out of bounds. Keep him in. Look at this. Now you should be guarding outside in. And you're inside out. That's not good. And just shook Hadley there twice. Poor execution on letting the receiver get out of bounds. You keep him in, the half's over.
Well, good job by the receiver in both cases, getting out of bounds and knowing you have to hit for that sideline.
Here we go.
With 2 seconds to go, a little flea flicker, and it's stopped by whistles.
Not sure. Was there a timeout?
Prior to the snap, false start, number 5 on the offense. 5-yard penalty remains. First down.
Now, I
He's
was
put
here at
2
practice.
seconds on the game clock.
I was here at practice, and they worked on some trickery. So they got a couple things up their sleeve. They called it on the quarterback. That quarterback can move and set. I'd like to see a replay on that. He's allowed to move just like everybody else and reset. If we can get a replay, I'd like to see what happened. Yeah, maybe it's all for now. Here we go. But Memorial's got before the end of practice yesterday, they worked on some trickery.
Another chance for points here with 2 seconds left. Now the officials are conferring.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay.
They didn't set.
It's set, but that's a live ball penalty. They shouldn't have blew it dead. That's a live ball penalty. They could have finished the play. Yeah.
Got a timeout, and the officials are trying to sort something else out now.
Snap the ball. Good call. Only thing is, it wasn't a dead ball penalty. It should have been a live ball penalty with the quarterback moving on the snap. Now, I don't think you can. Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, well, they called it. They called it as a dead ball penalty, so they have to treat it as a dead ball penalty.
Two seconds on the clock. Time for one play.
Or maybe it was a live ball, or maybe it was a dead ball penalty with him moving forward on the snap. I don't know. Here we go. At least they got it right.
Trujillo to the end zone. Has a receiving touchdown.
And think about the two times you let him get out of bounds. Think about the 2 times you let Josh Kelly get out of bounds. And that is how you end the half.
Here's another look at the Porta Subs touchdown. McMillan was open.
That's too easy. Too easy. You got man coverage there, and he's got like 6 yards on him. No, I mean, the defender's not even in the picture. I'm not sure what he could be looking at. But you're out of time if you keep Josh Kelly in bounds twice.
Extra point put up and through. And San Joaquin Memorial puts a capper on an impressive first half. 42 points for the Panthers in this first half. Second quarter has been sponsored by Hedrick Chevrolet. Find new roads. 41 is our score at halftime. Kevin Miller is getting ready to talk to head coach Anthony Ghostin of the Panthers. And let's send it downstairs.
All right, here with Coach Ghostin. Coach, you got plenty of points on the board, but what do you got to clean up for the second half?
We play a little sloppy on defense. We blew some coverages, things that we normally don't do. Their quarterback's making some plays. We got to keep our eyes on him at all times. It's a 4-quarter game.
Yep. All right. Well, best of luck for those 4 quarters. Go get with your guys. Ralph, V-Dub, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Coach. 42-21 is our score at halftime. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals Playoff Edition. Welcome, everybody, to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity Internet delivers the fastest speeds in Fresno. Learn more at xfinity.com/xfi. And for halftime, we send it down to the field to Kevin Miller. Kevin.
Thanks, Ralph. Tonight's Scholar Athlete is brought to you by Subway, and I am here with San Joaquin Memorial Panther Trent Walker. Trent, how you doing this evening?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Is it all right if I brag on you a little bit here? Hey, y'all. 4.3 GPA for Mr. Walker here, and you're an athlete. What sports do you participate in?
Baseball.
All right, and well, we just talked to one of your teammates during the first quarter. You've had some success, have you not?
Yeah, we won the Valley Championship last year, and we're looking to do the same this year.
And that's what your teammate said. All right, going back to back. And Trent, what positions do you play?
I play third and I pitch.
All right, do you have a preference, a favorite position?
I like being on the mound, controlling the game.
Absolutely, and he does a great job at it. And then, Trent, what we appreciate so much about our Scholar Athletes is that you're involved in the community. So you participate in something called Wings Advocacy of Fresno. Share a little bit about what that is.
Basically, we provide furniture for homeless, veterans, and victims of domestic violence. So like their first apartment, usually they don't have money to provide for the furniture, so that's where we come in and we provide it for them.
So folks like Trent and other Panthers here at San Joaquin Memorial always making a difference for their community. And because of that, Trent, you are our Scholar Athlete, and you are now eligible for a $5,000 scholarship courtesy of Subway. Sound pretty good?
Thank you. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, the scholarship and Subway, I bet. So here's your plaque. Mr. Trent Skywalker from San Joaquin Memorial, our Scholar Athlete of the night. And we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. And welcome to the Educator Spotlight, sponsored by Chevron. One of our favorite moments of halftime with our illustrious administrators. First, from Mount Whitney High School, Rick Hamilton. Rick, good to see you. How you doing?
Good. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us again. And Administrator Extraordinaire Sean Carey. Sean, how you doing?
Excellent. Thank you for asking.
And thank you for having us. We appreciate it. Now, Rick, of course, you're no stranger to Friday Night Rivals. And it's the spirit of giving, being thankful. You've done some special things there at Mount Whitney.
Yeah, so we're in our 4th annual Pioneer Family Christmas. Our students raise money, and then we provide presents and food for 7 of our feeder school needy families. So it's really kind of a cool, our whole school gets together and provides for those in need. You bet.
Total community involvement. And what else is trending now? Of course, you are, right?
Of course.
But what else is
Always
trending?
me. Always
yes,
me.
yes, sir.
So
at Mount Whitney.
At Mount Whitney, we're just finishing up what we call Kindness Week. So kids, they do lots of Post-its and just kind words to each other, kind of ending that long grind going into the holidays, because we've been several weeks now of just straight 5-day weeks. So everybody's a little tired, ready for the break. And so they went into, on our ASB, put together this Kindness Week idea, just to end on a positive note.
You bet. Heartwarming. You're an encouragement to me and Friday Night Rivals. Rick, thanks for joining us once again. And then, Sean,
yes,
you've done some wonderful things for the community this Thanksgiving season.
Yeah, during this Thanksgiving season, it's important to appreciate everything that we have. We're so fortunate here at San Joaquin Memorial with all of the support that we do have. And the students, of course, have service projects all year long. And they've just completed one that was really fun for them, and that is they met their goal of bringing in 1,000 toys for children in the vicinity, so that their Christmas can be just a little brighter a few weeks from now.
Heartwarming, I know. Les Schwab does a toy drive. You guys are doing a toy drive, making a difference for our community. We appreciate that. What else is trending on the San Joaquin Memorial campus?
Well, our big project is we've just had a launch for our capital campaign for our new STEAM Center of Innovation and the Arts.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to bringing that to our campus beginning in the summer. We'll actually break ground and begin construction, and it will have a wonderful lab and a classroom, and most importantly, maybe a theater. We've never had a theater on the campus, so our students will be able to absolutely shine when they're performing from this point on. So it's a well-rounded education.
You bet. So much innovation here, and then to add further to that, very exciting. Sean Carey, San Joaquin Memorial, thank you so much for joining us. Rick Hamilton of Mount Whitney, thanks for the great game, guys, by the way, right on. And we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. It's a good one. Semis, baby. Xfinity Halftime Interview is sponsored by Xfinity, and it's time for the Les Schwab Tire Manager, Mr. John Anderson, Herndon Avenue, Clovis Store. How you doing, John?
Good. I'm awesome.
All right, man. Hey, we got it going on. They've set it off. Mount Whitney, John, versus San Joaquin Memorial. They're veering. They need a balance or something. It could be Mount Whitney. What do you think? What do you see?
Oh, no, we might have to go photo finish again.
All right. No. Fortunately, third quarter, we're going to get that replay, all right? And we'll check the film. But, you know, we're both jacketed up. It's getting a little chilly out.
A little cold.
There may be rain in the horizon. Yep. Winterize, right? We got that offering at Les Schwab.
Right, yeah. You go to any of our Les Schwab locations and get your vehicle checked for the pre-free safety inspection to make sure everything's good to go for you.
Yeah. And that's important to do right about this time, right? And then with winter, and we were just talking to the principals about giving. You've got some special things going on in our community with the toy drive.
We do, yeah. Take advantage of our free services that you have, the pre-free chip safety inspection, the flat pairs and the rotates, and come in with an unwrapped toy. Or a cash donation, and it goes for the kids for Fox 26.
Always making that difference, always involved in the community. And that's the thing, you know, you can bring in a donation or bring in the toy, and you'll accept it, right?
Yes, sir.
This is John Anderson, Herndon Avenue, Clovis, California, our Les Schwab Tire Manager Extraordinaire. And we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. I think Mount Whitney's saying they won. Check, check. A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3. I can hear you. Check, check, check. Thank you. here with Coach Valencia of Mount Whitney. Coach, doing some good things in the first half. A couple of miscues late. What do you got to do in the second half to get this W?
Yeah, we got to really make some good adjustments. Talk to our coaches.
Coach Valencia, go get him, man.
Thank you.
Go get after it. Hey, Ralph, V-Dub, let's do a second half, man. Semifinals coming at you. Back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Coach. Tonight's third quarter is sponsored by Fashion Furniture across from River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California. 42-21, Memorial with the lead. As we get set to start the second half, teams returning to the field. Panthers will get the ball to start the second half. Time for tonight's cheer challenge, sponsored by Les Schwab Tires. One of the highlights of every halftime during a Les Schwab Friday Night Rivals game. Mount Whitney on the far side, Memorial on the near side, and the Pioneers win the cheer challenge for this week. And they'll be hoping their Pioneers can get something going in the second half on the football field tonight. A lot of big plays, a lot of guys running open in the secondary. Quarterback Alec Trujillo was on the money. Ran for a touchdown. Threw a couple of touchdown passes. Leonard Glass has 3 touchdown runs for Memorial.
And probably toughest assignment is those 5 guys there, keeping emotions intact. You know, it got kind of ugly in the first half.
Jaden Pineda for Memorial. 48-yard touchdown pass to John Hadley.
The incredible Mr. Hadley.
First of 2 touchdown passes to Hadley. And then he scrambled and found Mike McKernan wide open.
Mikey Mick.
52-yard play. So 3 touchdown passes for Pineda in that first half. They're the guys who do all the work.
Nothing gets by them.
They're up on. They're up above us. We're sitting in the warmth of the press box. Well, there you go. You gotta keep your strength. And stay warm, guys. Do a great job. So we're about ready to start the second half. As you get the view into the press box, we have the JR Sports booth cam. It also gives you views of us in here. There it is. Oh, we look so official here. Oh, it's hard.
Oh, it's an official mess. It's an official mess.
Yes, that is.
Isn't that funny how it works? Clean your room. You take 2 piles and make them 1 pile.
And that second half kickoff is going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, they should have tried that the whole time. If you can reach the end zone, that's one way to have some good kick coverage. They can't return it. It goes past that goal line. Okay, let's see what Mount Whitney dials up, because Pretty much. San Joaquin Memorial just calls plays. Which means
Yeah,
when I say call plays, I'm alluding to the fact anything they call works.
You've been calling for the blitz, right?
Well, you got to. I would rather blitz and just have a quick death rather than a slow death. Zone. And they're not doing a good job of tackling, as evident by Kelly being able to get out of bounds so easy. I would just blitz.
They're running guys open in the secondary without blitzing, I imagine.
Yeah. Here we go. That's what they do. They blitz.
There it is, right down there.
Yeah.
Almost made a one-handed catch, and here comes the flag. What was that, about a 25-yard pitch of the penalty flag?
Yeah. Back judge, who's that? Rick Casares?
That's what I call accurate.
That is a 4-seat pass
on the money. He'll be icing that thing up.
Pass interference, number 2 for defense. 15-yard penalty results, first down.
On somebody.
Well, the Midland tractor flag on that play really got some publicity.
Let's see it. Right.
Yeah, he's got a hold of the right arm.
Do it with one hand. McMillan says, I'm good enough to do it, and here comes that flag.
Some yellow meteor is about to fly across the screen. There it goes.
There it comes. Pretty easy call, too. The replay should have been on Rick Casares.
Let's do it again.
Here they go again.
Deep. This time the catch is made. When was he out of bounds?
Ran out of real estate.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. At least they're blitzing, mixing it up. And this is what you're going to go up against. You're going to have to run with two of the better athletes in the section, Kelly and McMillan.
So 2nd and 10. Four receivers in for Trujillo. He'll hand it off. Up the middle. And here comes another flag as Glass finished that run. Glass is kind of hobbled as he comes off. It's going to be a face mask. So 30 yards of penalties in the last couple of plays here.
Personal foul, face mask, number 25 of the defense. 15-yard added to the end of the run. First down.
Right there. Oh, boy, that's a good one, too.
Well, if you're going to do it,
yeah. Go big or go home, and that was big.
Well, Trujillo is just slinging it now. That pass incomplete.
That was right on.
He's going back.
He's got to come up with that one.
He's dropping back there. He's got time. He can look around the field.
Well, and it's the same combination. They clear it out, and then they have the guy on the outside run a dig route and square in up the middle. Appears to be wide open, so they clear out the zone with two receivers running towards the safety or the goalpost, and then they come back with the dig route. And we've seen Frankie Delana catch it several times. You see the two receivers inside, they go streak, and the guy on the outside runs the dig route.
Completed pass to McMillan.
Oh, Ralph, USC, UCLA, LSU, Notre Dame, Alabama. The only two big names have been Clemson and Ohio State, and I'm sure they're going to follow shortly here.
You mean the guys who haven't come to the party yet?
Yeah, they're coming in. Florida. A lot of people want him to play baseball and football. They're going to give him that option because he's that special of an athlete.
Hirata broke out of the pile like he was shot out of a cannon. He disappeared in there, and you thought that he was going to be taken down, and then all of a sudden he came out the other side.
He was hobbling the first
Boom.
half. Would have finished the run, too.
So the Panthers are inside the Toyota red zone, threatening to add to a 42-21 lead. Trujillo throwing to that corner of the end zone again. And another touchdown. Magdalena on the receiving end.
I think I called him Frankie tonight. His brother mixed up. It looks like he ran a corner post corner route and mixed them up.
Another look at the Porta Subs touchdown.
Yeah, and you're going to break in and then just head to the corner. And they have no idea on the concept of that. Wide open pitch and catch.
Extra point is good. The Panthers do indeed add to their lead early in the third quarter, 49-21. 10:33 to go in this third. Three touchdown passes now for Trujillo and one touchdown run.
Well, do we go Glass? Do we go Trujillo?
Well, maybe you can help us with that out there. Live tweet Kevin Miller at hashtag FNR Fresno. Vote for your player of the game. Brought to you by Donald P. Dick. Now you get the feeling about Whitney's going to feel a little pressure to respond and get going, but they haven't been able to stop Memorial. Deep kick, Hadley at the 6. Oh, and gets blasted as he crossed the 15-yard line.
Yeah,
that was Rangel again.
Yeah, that's about his third special teams tackle. A valuable asset to this Panther team is Rangel.
That one came with an exclamation point. Watch for number 16 on this one.
In, big fellows. Watch 1-6. Square up and boom. You play tackle football right there. I see it, 1-6.
First and 10 from the 18. Pineda in trouble. Takes off. Spun down across the 20 to about the 22. Rangel, and then it draws a late flag. Let's see what the flag was.
Not sure what this call is. It wasn't a horse collar. He just slammed him. I thought he got it with both hands. Let's see if we can get a replay on this.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle on the defense. 15 yards at the end of the run. First down.
That was a little violent. I didn't think he got him a horse collar because I thought he used two hands. Maybe we get a replay.
We'll get another look.
And here. No, that's down below. Nope. That's a bad call. That's a bad call. That's just football. We got the back of the jersey. Wasn't around the neck area. Bad call.
Took a while for the flag to come out, too.
Well,
a one-handed catch by Hadley. Inside the 30.
The incredible Mr. Hadley strikes again.
Watch him catch this ball with the left arm.
Man on man, mano and mano.
Yep.
Oh, that's looking cynic. And running after the catch, too.
He's losing parts. Stuff flew off from everywhere. He's picking it up. Another great throw by Pineda.
Big night for this kid. Watch that. This all night long. He went getting to bed till 3 a.m.
Going for the end zone.
Ooh, had him.
He had Reza out there, incomplete.
Good job, Pineda, looking off the safety, coming back the other way.
2nd and 10 from the 26. This young man's been fun to watch.
Yeah, hasn't he?
Low snap.
Years now.
Trying to get away and cannot. Hunt with the sack.
Hunting. We will go.
The loss is back to the 32.
It's taking a recruiting trip to Wyoming. Should be able to play somewhere. I'm not sure at the Wyoming level, but somewhere. You look at him holding on for dear life there.
I like Wyoming's coach, Craig Bowl.
Yeah, and Hunt is their type of player.
Craig Bowl found a pretty good quarterback down here in the Valley a few years ago.
Josh Allen.
Yep, Josh Allen now with the Buffalo Bills. Anxious to see him get back into action. He's had an elbow injury.
Well, they're bad without him. Well, they're bad with him, too, but they're really bad without him.
Well, they didn't look so bad with Matt Barkley in their last game. They had him in there, but Braden Samuels, the receiver on this last pass play.
Another penalty. Oh, yeah.
High hit.
Uh-huh. Good call there.
Came right in and right away.
Personal foul, illegal helmet contact, number 2 on the defense. Half the distance to the goal.
That is a point of emphasis this year.
You know, teams like Mount Whitney practice with those soft shell helmets on.
Concussion protocol, yeah. But that, just the defenseless player rule is just taken off, and it should be. You know, the safety of the game is the utmost important.
Nick Magani, the ball carrier, down to the 5. I heard somebody one time say, you want to take those kind of hits out of the game, take away the helmets. You might not be so anxious to stick your face in there. Sounded crazy at the time, but
kind of makes sense. Yeah,
yeah, it's starting to make sense.
Supposed to lead with the face mask, and just too many people are leading with the crown. This is where they had issues last time they were down here. And again, I'm going to circle number 3 at the top of your screen. Anthony Valencia.
Goes the other way and still gets the touchdown. It's Hadley again.
The incredible Mr. Hadley.
That was quite a drive for him. Made the big catch along the sideline, then got the touchdown. His 3rd touchdown.
Talk about the player of the game. Too bad. Doesn't look like Mount Whitney's going to pull this off. Well, he would definitely be a candidate. Just beat him to the inside. You're playing bump man. You can't let a guy beat you to the inside. Too easy.
There was another look at the Porta Subs touchdown. Now the extra point.
They're going to want this tape, aren't they?
49-28. Memorial leading Mount Whitney. We'll be back with more after this. Welcome back, everyone. You can see the smoke in the lights here over San Joaquin Memorial High School Stadium. 49-28 is the score. Panthers with the lead. 8:02 to go here in the third quarter. This is a semifinal playoff game. Championship games will be played a week from tonight, day after Thanksgiving. Good coverage on that kick return. Let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller.
Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by the United States Army, and I am here with Sergeant Salazar. Sergeant Salazar, what's about to go down?
All right, so what's about to go down is a friendly push-up competition here at the school, and the winner gets a friendly prize bag over there at the table. A bunch of goodies, a bunch of stuff, a bunch of fun. Let's do this.
You had us at prizes, but it doesn't have to be too friendly because it's a competition. Will it be Joseph? Joseph, how many are you going to do?
More than 50.
All right. Or will it be Colton? How many are you going to do?
More than 50 as well.
All right. Jalen, how many?
More than 50.
Oh, my gosh. Have something new. Jessica.
More than these two girls.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Sergeant DeSilva, you cut her off. Let's go. Let's get down. Let's do it. Hey, I had 2 weeks off for training, Ralph. Vince, I'm going to be rocking all night long. Yeah. Let's keep this conversation going at hashtag FNR Fresno. Jessica, where are you, Jessica? Ralph, B-Dub, get down here and warm up. Let me tell you to warm up.
Look at Kevin. Kevin's filling out that jacket.
Go back to the game. Still now. Back to you. Let's go.
Trujillo's pass complete to McMillan, about a yard short of the first down. Second and 1. Let's take a look at some of the scores. Central has gone ahead of Bakersfield. That's in the fourth quarter. And Liberty with a late field goal, I understand.
3 seconds to go.
Eliminates Buchanan.
What a game.
Liberty is in the Valley Championship game. Central trying to get there and remain undefeated. We have a timeout on the field here with our score: Memorial 49, Mount Whitney 28. Here's a program reminder. You can stay tuned immediately following our game and watch Dynasty, only on the CW 59. And if you're out and about, keep your eyes peeled for the Valley Football Guide. #1 source for local high school football, Fresno State, and the NFL. And you can get the Valley Football Guide free at all Wendy's. Even 2 for $1. On 2nd and 1, McMillan with the catch. Straight arm. Run out of bounds. Let's see where they spot him. Inside the 45 of the Pioneers at the 44. That'll be a 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Panthers not slowing down with a 49-28 lead. Pass is complete A couple of nice moves to get away from two defenders as Delana gets it inside the 35.
Yeah, that's a pretty good football player. I mean, he's just in the shadow of McMillan and Kelly, but this is a pretty good little athlete here.
He just gets it done.
Yeah, look at it. He's got some wiggles. There's no doubt about it. He's got some wiggles.
Covers up on the football when he feels the pressure over on the sideline. Two hands on the ball. Another Lithia Subaru Fresno 1st and 10. This is Hirata. Drop the ball. And let's see if the Pioneers came out with it.
Pineda doing it all.
They did. So he doesn't have to go anywhere.
No.
Pineda recovered the fumble. He could stay out there and get it again on the next snap. And he's right in there stripping it. Just took it away.
Yeah, you got to have ball security there.
Well, he's doing everybody's job there. He's even the official there, giving us a signal in the first down.
Is there anything he can't do?
Yeah, again, he's the star quarterback, but also the leading tackler on defense. Keeps it. Gets bounced around. Tobin Phillips had a pretty good shot on him, but he's just bounced and spun the other way. That's a tough way to get a yard or two. Give him 1, 2nd and 9.
Anthony Ghostin, graduate of San Joaquin Memorial. Played on the 91 Valley Championship team.
Reza takes it in stride. Inside the 40. Another perfect strike by Pineda. Reza's defended pretty well, but still made the catch. Bang.
Excellent throw, yeah.
Two defenders in the area.
And he burns the freshman, TJ Hall.
1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru Fresno. There's Valencia climbing the ladder to make that catch.
Doing a good job spreading it around.
Be good for about 9 yards. Second and 1. Magana has the first down. Gets inside the 25, then he's pushed back. Another Lithia Subaru Fresno 1st and 10. So the Pioneers playing with some life here after the turnover. Pineda throwing toward the end zone. Deflected, incomplete. Kelly, the defender, got a couple of hands on it. Knocked it away. 2nd and 10.
Just got a fingertip on it.
Yeah, and then it went off the hand of Valencia.
Ricochet couldn't handle it too quick.
Pineda flushed out of the pocket.
Let him loose.
Scrambles. Lets it go to the end zone and out of bounds. Incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Got thumped on that one a little. Wouldn't be a bad idea to run the football here. Just get a chunk of that yard. Throw to the end zone a couple too many times. Just shorten and get yourself in a good 4th down territory.
He might have to run for it. And he's thrown down at the 20.
Some positive yards. Let's go.
Rangel again. And get him away from there.
Yeah. Ugly game in that aspect.
4th down.
It's too much. My pop's bigger than your pop. Since the referee just yelled, both your pops are big. Now get back to the huddle.
Came to watch football in a hockey game broke out, huh? He went into that huddle looking like he was ready to say, anybody got any ideas? Scrambling around for room, and he slips and falls. So the Pioneers turn it over on downs. Phillips, first guy in there.
Phillips started it. And Rangel comes in and cleans up. Have a night, kid, huh?
You're right.
Yeah, have a night, Mr. Rangel. Not about him. Bright
He's
light,
a senior.
big city, yeah.
Senior getting a lot of time in the spotlight tonight.
Have a night.
Panthers take over.
Vincent Rangel. 6'1", 185-pound linebacker.
Jaden Jones, the ball carrier. He's now in the game. Pass is complete. He didn't go down. Is that Delana again?
Yeah, it is.
Still keeping the play alive across the 45. Knocked out of bounds at about the 47.
Matt Delana, a.k.a. Wiggles, baby. That's the nickname on campus come Monday.
Houdini
Wiggles.
right here, because he never went down.
Yeah, he's Wiggles. Look at my guy Wiggles going to work. When he played tag as a kid, he was never it. Mac Wiggles Delana. That would be the new nickname on campus.
Jaden Jones. Cross midfield to about the 49. No, they put it right at the 50. Trujillo going deep, and there was some contact in the secondary, but no flag there. Fans, be sure to join us next Friday night, November 23rd. We're going to broadcast the Valley Championship game right here on Central Valley's CW 59.
Wants his kid to keep playing hard. Get my arm under. Do what you got to do. Get to that Trujillo. That's what he's telling them.
Trujillo faked it, the short pass, then threw it to McMillan. He does a juggling act, gets down to the 15. Nearly had the ball knocked away, but he was able to regather it in. Panthers are in the Toyota red zone.
Uh-oh. Keep your eye on this injury.
See, we can see what happened because McMillan is not getting up.
Yeah, they got that dig across the middle down. Calf? I just hope it's not the knee.
Yeah.
That does look like the knee. Yeah, it's okay. A lot of football left in this young man.
Some guys you just know, when you see them running a pattern, the way they catch the ball, the way they run their patterns, what they do after the catch.
And I don't know how often you've seen Alabama this year, but you see some of those receivers. McMillan fits like he belongs. And you can see why Nick Saban's already offered him.
Up the middle to the 5 is Jones. And he's hobbled. Clutching the left knee. Watch the left knee, see if we can see what happened. It's got hit from the side. Let's update those other scores. In the fourth quarter, Central now has extended the lead. Grizzlies up 46-34 over Bakersfield. And Liberty has eliminated Buchanan 24-23. So we're closing in on a Liberty Central Division I championship game. Our first goal from the 5. And a touchdown.
Who's that?
Eric Hirata getting back in the game. Remember, he kind of limped off earlier.
Yeah, there's been some dings,
but he got back in and got the touchdown.
And I don't remember Hirata the first time around against Bullard.
Another look at the Portasubs touchdown. He gets hidden down in there, but he's strong.
He knows how to find that line, doesn't he? It's too much push up front.
Now the extra point kind of falls apart. It's picked off.
Stat stuffer for Reza, huh? Throw that on this end of the year stats.
The conversion fails. Touchdown, though, of course, stands 55-28 as Hirata gets some congratulations over on the Panthers bench.
Well, let's also congratulate Salazar, McCann, Chalanciv, West, and Gomez. Those guys up front have just done a spectacular job. And boy, do they have some weapons.
They look good, but again, we knew.
Well, yeah.
Maybe coming into the season, maybe even last season, we knew this year's Memorial team was going to be a pretty strong unit. John Hadley, one of the deep men on the kickoff return team. I don't know what it is about a TV camera that makes everybody smile. Hadley gets it just across 20, looks like. Just over a minute to go here in the third
Still
quarter.
in the third quarter.
Jaden Pineda, quarterback. Slings it upfield. Valencia goes over the defender for a great catch.
Yeah. Tell you what, they're going to have fun watching this. Now, Whitney's not going to win the thing, but they're going to have fun watching this between Hatley and Pineda and some of the others here. And we talked about this in the first half, giving him an opportunity to go moss it. And that's just athlete on athlete there, athletes in action. And that one goes to Valencia.
All the way to the 44 of San Joaquin Memorial. 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
Went up and mossed on him.
Pineda. Valencia again. Now he's getting a chance to run with it. Short of the 20. And when you say mossed it, Randy Moss.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss. I like Valencia, but I think his position's tied in at the next level. Okay. We're going to have to work on his speed, but he's going to have to put some more weight on. And I think he could be a D1 tight end before it's over here.
Pineda looking for Reza in the end zone, incomplete.
And with that frame at but 6'4", 6'5", and it's amazing what meat and potatoes and a weight room can do to you. In about 3 years, we're not going to be able to recognize him.
Pineda still running for his life out there. Oh, and then that looked like a horse collar. But no flag on that one. What'd you see, Vince? Did you see the horse collar on that one?
I'm not sure on that one.
All right, maybe we can take a look at that one later. Tonight's third quarter has been sponsored by Fashion Furniture across from River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California. We're going to the fourth quarter, 55-28 Memorial with the lead. Tonight's fourth quarter is sponsored by Ed Dina's Auto Center, the dealer in Dinuba that does. And Mount Whitney head coach Adam Valencia was talking to the officials about that last play until just a few seconds ago. I think he was asking for an explanation about the tackle where they thought it might have been a horse collar.
Yeah, well, now everything looks like a horse collar. You get one called.
Yeah.
I didn't think the last one on Rangel was a horse collar, but I see him fighting for his guys.
Yeah, we looked at the replay during the break, and the tackle was made by the back of the jersey, the neck of the jersey. Pineda going deep, trying to get his receiver to be able to run under it. Hadley again.
Almost had been before. I thought Rangel just got the jersey.
He's got the jersey right there and slings him down.
Yeah, that's not a horse collar.
But we saw another play earlier in the game.
Well, earlier there might have been one. I didn't think the last one on Rangel was a bad horse collar.
That was the one they also called, and when he appeared to have the jersey. So Trujillo is still out there at quarterback to start the fourth quarter. This is Delana.
Wiggles. Going to work.
Spun down just short of the 30. Let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Chevron's Fuel Your School program is back in Fresno County. Throughout the month of November, you can help support public school teachers simply by filling up your tank. For every 8-gallon or more purchase at a participating Chevron or Texaco station, Chevron will donate $1 up to $200,000 to help fund eligible classroom project requests on DonorsChoose.org. Don't forget, fill up. Help a school, tell a friend. Please visit fuelyourschool.com for more information. Ralph, V-Dub, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. And that was the guy we've seen a lot of tonight, Eric Harada.
He's filling it up there.
Nearly breaking it.
Talk about filling it up. He's feeling it here. Almost took it to the house.
Touchdown saving tackle by Ryan Quintana.
Two backs with over 100 yards.
They give it to Harada, who gets to the 6 or 7. Yeah, maybe cramping again. And then you've got McMillan just boogieing out there at the 12-yard line. Throw to the goal line intended for McMillan, incomplete. Reza on with the coverage.
Well, if you're going to get up slow, get out of the game. It's either or here.
He's trying to tell him he's okay.
Well, then you need to start hustling back to the huddle. Otherwise, if you're going to hold your own knee like that, there's no sense in this score with what's at stake, not only this year, but get him out of the game. If he's getting up like he's so hurt, then I wouldn't have him in.
Harada?
Oh.
Stopped short.
Mojica
by
with
Anthony
a little
Mojica.
thump. Yeah, a little thump action there.
Sure tackle by Mojica. It's 4th down now, 4th and goal. Waiting on the play call. May have to call a timeout here. And the Panthers will to talk it over. So we will step aside as well with the score of 55-28 Memorial over Mount Whitney. Welcome back to Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, powered by the U.S. Army. Game of the week, we're in the playoffs. Semifinal round. Memorial with a 55-28 lead over Mount Whitney. And the Panthers are threatening. They're going for it on 4th and goal. And another touchdown pass is to Kelly for Trujillo. Here's another look at the Porter Subs touchdown.
Going to fake like he's going inside, just come to the outside. And again, the Mount Whitney secondary, just no clue of what's going on. Guys wide open. Have not seen this type of athleticism all year, and probably won't. Something to tell their grandkids about.
Another extra point by Delana. 62-28. With still over 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Hard to tell which side that is. We got an unsportsmanlike.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 74 on Mount Whitney. Also, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, also on number 74 Mount Whitney. Number 74 is disqualified.
Okay, so we won't see Jalen Whitfield anymore this game.
You know, I think they're a point off. What math tells me. But this needs to turn into a running clock. They missed that extra point.
Oh, okay.
So it's 35 in the fourth. This is when you advise the head coach, you know, just turn this into a running clock.
So 30 yards in penalties, and they will kick from the 30. This might be a good chance to practice your onside kick.
Well, it's kind of overkill because it was two unsportsmanlikes on the same guy.
Yep.
That's, you know, you already ejected him. Really, what good is two penalties against the same guy? I don't understand this.
Well, now there's something else going on.
Yeah, this has not been fun to broadcast in more ways than one.
There came a penalty flag. Seems like a good time to go to our Smile Cam, right? Sponsored by Toyota. Stay warm down there.
A lot of money in those braces.
It is cold down on the field tonight, I'm telling you.
Pearly whites. Boy. Straight teeth. Pantherettes. Smile, Pantherettes.
5-0.
Another
So
unsportsmanlike.
a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 50 on Mount Whitney. Half the distance to the goal, remains first down.
Okay. And I understand what's going on here. I didn't like the two penalties on the same guy. You know, the 30 yards worth of penalty. That made no sense to me. Plus, the kid was ejected. So I think you intervened enough. Two penalties is overkill with that one. Now, this has gotten ridiculous. Like I said, if I was the white hat, I would strongly advise and step in and get this thing over with. Because this is obviously, well, Mount Whitney's going to keep going at it this way. It's going to get chippy. It's going to get ugly. Things like that. It already has. And again, I'm not going to hide from this. This has been a terrible game to call. And I feel sorry for the referee, the white hat in Blevins. These officials have been rewarded for their ability to call games, to make sure everything is fair and doing the right way. And this turned into a glorified babysitting job.
Second and 10. Yeah, I think your suggestion about the running clock was a good idea.
Yeah, well, they're here to call hold. They're here to say block in the back. They're here to say illegal shift. They're not here to say unsportsmanlike this. Well, this who hit who first. Who talked smack to who first. Who was using profanity to who first. That's the worst part of the officiating. Who had a cheap shot on this guy? Who had a cheap shot on that guy? You know, and that's what it's turned into down there. Not fun if you're a referee.
Third down play. Pineda throwing it up for grabs, and Kelly grabbed it. Inside the 20. Looking for the end zone, and we'll get there. And flags flying now. Again, there's more fighting going on near the hash mark. Sides had to be separated again. The officials are trying to sort it out, but it came after the touchdown.
Yep. Get that clock running.
Pioneers are going to set some kind of record for unsportsmanlike conduct penalties here.
Get that clock running, and let's get out of here.
After the play, we have a dead ball, personal foul, number 51 on Mount Whitney. Penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Here's another look at the Portasub's touchdown on the interception by Kelly.
Hits the seam route, just a little too tall. And then now Kelly in the open field. That's dangerous. Sudden change, making people miss, because he can do that. The offensive skills, and then just coming in backwards. How's that? Heard of a reverse dunk. Jalen Green's going to have a couple of those this year. Well, Kelly with the reverse touchdown.
Right, here we go again. This might be time for the officials to say this game is over. Looked like that was something involving running into the kicker type thing. And maybe it is time to get the coaches together. There's some official from Mount Whitney out there.
Personal foul on Mount Whitney. Number 9. Number 9 is disqualified.
Game needs to be stopped.
Nick Magana becomes the second Mount Whitney player to be ejected here in the last couple of minutes.
Well, they've huddled him up on the, if you see on the Mount Whitney sideline, they've huddled him up. And I hope they're giving them a speech on who they are and what they represent. Because it hasn't been like that.
Here's a reminder, you can pick up a copy of the Valley Football Guide, the #1 source for local high school football, Fresno State and the NFL. Pick up a free copy at participating Wendy's locations. Let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller for maybe an explanation of what's going on down there.
This is all you need to know. And in the spirit of Thanksgiving, why are you thankful for being a Panther?
Because Panther means family, friends, and Friday Night Lights.
Or rivals. Friday night rivals. This is true. Why are you thankful for being a Panther?
Because here at SJM, we are one big happy family.
Oh, yes, they are. One big happy family that's looking to go back-to-back and win this Valley Championship. So you heard it here. Let's make some noise. It's the Panthers of SJM. Let's keep the conversation going at hashtag FNR Fresno. Ralph V. Dub, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kevin.
I think they gave 30 yards in penalties again. Amazing.
Well, it's as if, are they even going to kick?
Well, they kicked it off. I mean, if you're kicking off from the 30, I'm sure you'll make the end zone.
All right, it appears now we do have a running clock, so this one will be over in just over 7 minutes. Anthony Mojica, the ball carrier for the Pioneers. All right, time for the drive of the game, sponsored by Fresno Buick. And this was a drive where we saw Memorial really work the clock by making catches, and then when they were near the sideline, getting out of bounds. Passes to Delana.
This is what did it right here, being able to get out of bounds a couple times here with Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly worked his way to the sideline, dragged defenders.
There, and this one. Oh, well, we missed another one.
But we get the idea. The drive of the game brought to you by Fresno Buick. That was McMillan on the touchdown catch. Pineda going deep. Ball is battered around and caught. Hadley.
Yeah, I feel how awesome has this game been for this young man? The incredible Mr. Hadley.
Boy, we're going to have another argument over there. Well, the players don't like the way that play ended. Watch.
Almost picked off.
Great play, but then watch what happens here. There's something about that the Pioneers did not like. So the action is delayed while they tend to Hadley. Stay tuned at the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game wrap-up, sponsored by Chevron. We'll also have the presentation of the Donald P. Dick Player of the Game. And immediately following our game, you can watch Dynasty only on the CW59. Still tending to Hadley over on the far side. He's now up on his feet. And here come two penalty flags from about 30 yards away.
This needs to be over. This is the easiest way to put this.
Two officials threw the flags at the same time. They were standing right next to each other, about 30 yards away.
Call the game. It's doing nobody any good here. Call the game. Call the game. Send it in. Anybody, Jim Critchell's office, have any questions, you can call me. Let's get this over with.
Boy, now all of Memorial's players are gathering here on this side of the field. I have no idea what's going on the other side there, what they're discussing, whether Mount Whitney is trying to convince the officials to let the game continue, or whether the officials have any intention of stopping it. We're being told that maybe a couple of assistant coaches have been ejected now for Mount Whitney. That's head coach Valencia on the left with the red, the cardinal cap and the black bill. And the head referee in the white cap is Kevin Blevins, and those two are deep in discussion. So we've already had 2 players ejected. We're now hearing 2 assistant coaches may have been thrown out.
Game should be over.
And we're told that discussion over on the sideline had something to do with the safety of the game.
You had a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, on Mount Whitney's bench. Yeah. So, Anthony.
Now you almost wonder if they need another warming up period here after all this lack of activity in the cold. I had to stand up because I got a cramp in my leg from sitting there through that whole thing. And suddenly there was a whistle. Now that was, everybody stopped. That had to be an inadvertent whistle right at the snap, because everybody stopped. But the clock is continuing to run now. Well, I've never seen a game like this one. Pineda has a receiver wide open behind everybody, and he's going to have to run anyway. Going to be about a yard short of the first down. Be with us 1 week from tonight when Valley Championship will be on the line. We'll have it for you on Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals on CW 59. Pass is incomplete. Under 3 minutes to go. And there is a Midland Tractor penalty flag on the play. This one will be marched off against Memorial, 15 yards. Down to the 23 of the Panthers. Two minutes to go. Yeah, you kind of worry about what's going to happen in 2 minutes. Hopefully they'll keep these teams separated as Pineda is sacked. Josh Medina.
Looks like a lot of fresh jerseys in. This is a good sign.
Boom. Razor with the catch. Kelly with the hit.
And you just got to wonder why Josh Kelly is still in the football game. Why any starter would still be in the football game for Memorial. Especially they brought up a bunch of JV guys. I'd give them action here.
Kelly is coming out right now.
I mean, you're up 40. I just don't understand why these guys, a lot of things I don't understand tonight.
Kelly has a touchdown catch. He has a pick 6 for a touchdown tonight. Pineda looking for Valencia in the end zone. Touchdown. He made the catch.
Good way for those two to end their careers. Doesn't look like they'll shake hands either.
No, they're taking the Memorial players right off the field.
Makes sense.
And the San Joaquin Memorial Panthers are headed for the locker room and beyond that, the Valley Championship game. 12-0 after tonight's 68-34 semifinal win over Mount Whitney. Tonight's fourth quarter has been sponsored by Ed Dina's Auto Center. You got to go to Ed's. (68-34) the final score. We'll be back with what could be an interesting postgame right after this.